Hello and welcome to a new video. Today we are going to continue discussing selection and if statements. So we will start by revisiting this problem from the previous video. Your favorite online store offers a discount of 5% if your total is below 500, a discount of 15% if your total is 500 or above. Write a program that calculates the grand total, which is total after discount, if any. So here was the solution we wrote in the video. Total will come from the user. If total is less than 500, grand total will be calculated as 0.95 times total. Otherwise, so it's 500 or more, you will calculate grand total to be 0.85 times total. Then I will simply print grand total. Today, we are going to discuss this idea of a flow chart, where basically you can describe your code, okay, in a chart like the one on the left here. So you will start reading the chart or designing the chart from the top. Here, I will start by the first line of code, which is reading total from user, okay. Then I will need to make a decision based on the variable total. So if total is less than 500, if this condition here is true, I will follow this path. And I will calculate grand total to be 0.95 times total. Then I will simply print grand total. Now, if this is not the case, if total is not less than 500, so we have to follow the other path. So total is not less than 500, the condition value is false. I will follow the path on the left, calculate grand total to be 0.85 times total, then simply print grand total. So basically, this is the same logic we described in code, but instead of writing it in Python, we are writing it in a flowchart. So there are multiple elements to a flowchart. The parallelogram up and down here are for input and output. So if you have any input or output, you will put this step in this shape. Okay. If you have a condition, you will put it in this diamond shape. So diamond shapes are for condition. And whenever you have condition, you will have two paths, okay? Going out of this condition, one for the false case and one for the true case. The last element of a flowchart is this rectangle, where you will perform simple tasks like assignment or arithmetic operation. Okay, so we have the parallelogram or trapezoid for input output. You will have the diamond shape for condition, and you will have the rectangle for simple task, any simple task. Okay. Here we are going just to go over some terminology. The if statement is an example of a compound statement, okay? Any compound statement consists of a header, and a statement block. Okay, so the entire thing here is a compound statement. It consists of a header and a statement block. Now notice how the header is ending with colon. Okay, any header, a compound statement in Python will end with a column, and the statement block will be indented. Okay, same thing for the else branch. We have a header and we have a statement block that is indented. And the entire thing again is called compound statement. Okay. One more final detail is this is regarding the syntax of a statement. An else branch, okay, that is belonging to the if branch has to be at the same indentation level, okay? So if and else has to be at the same indentation level if they belong to each other, basically. We don't intend indent the else part. Okay, let's move on to relational operator. So we've seen many conditions in the previous video and this video. For example, we've seen the condition that total is less than 500. Okay, we also seen greater than, less than or equal, greater than or equal, equal, and for to compare two values, or basically to check if one value does not equal the other, you will write this operator, which is exclamation mark equal, which means does not equal. So this list is called the relational operator, which are used basically to write conditions. So if you want to compare two values, you will use one of these six operator. Okay, so again, this is not equal, this is equal. Okay, to check equality, you will use double equal sign, not one equal sign, because this means assignment in Python. And the correct way again to write greater than or equal is this. This is not correct. Also less than or equal is just like this. This is not correct. Okay, let's move on. So now we are going to talk more about comparing strings. Okay, so we've seen from last video this condition. If day is Friday, okay, so we can compare two values. Assume day is a string that is storing, assume day is a variable that is storing a string, and you want to check the string and this variable is equal to Friday. So you will use double equal sign. How about if I want to compare two strings with greater than or less than? How do I actually evaluate this condition? So let's take an example. Assume I wrote A greater than B. What do you think about the value of this condition? Is this true or false? Is A greater than B? What does it actually mean for A to be greater than B? Now, in Python, comparing strings is done by the Unicode. Remember the Unicode, which is a number associated with each character. So if you want to compare two strings, you will compare their Unicode. So A and B, which one of them has smaller Unicode? A has a smaller Unicode, therefore it will be smaller than B, okay? So A is smaller than B. Now, the one way to think about this, okay, is to basically, to simplify the issue, think about alphabetical order. So which one comes first, A or B? We know A comes first. So basically, whatever comes first in alphabetical order is smaller. Okay. So for example, if you have A, B, the string AB, and the string AC, AB will come first alphabetically, so it is smaller. Okay. Now, what about AB and ABC? Now, what do you do with this? In this case, start by comparing the first two characters. They are the same, so you cannot make a decision. The second two characters, the same, you cannot make a decision. Then, since we exhausted the first string, okay, the first string is basically finished, and all its characters are shared with the second string. Therefore, we decide the first one is smaller. Okay, again, if all characters in the smaller string are the same as in the larger string, then the basically smaller string is smaller, or the shorter string is smaller. Okay, so what about the case where you have the same letter in different cases? Okay. Now, alphabetically, you cannot make a decision because capital A is the same as small a. They are the same letter. So which one is smaller? Again, remember the idea we said that actually strings are compared by Unicode. Okay, so if you go to Python, let's jump into Jupyter. And if you remember, how do I get the Unicode of a string or a character by the function ord? So I will see what is the Unicode of small a and capital A. I see that 65 is the Unicode for capital A, which means basically it is smaller. So if I write if statement here, if capital A is less than small a, print B1, okay, else print B2. Now, what do you think about the value of this condition? We said that strings are compared by Unicode. The Unicode of capital A is smaller. So this condition is true. So I'm going to execute the statement in the if branch. So I will print B1. Okay. All right. So that's about it for basically for this video, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you for watching.